My greetings to Professor Te of Asia Oceanic Research Organization for Genital Infection and Neoplasia. Myself, Dr. Kalpana Khanderia from Gujarat, India. I also greet Nirja Bhatla and all other dignitaries and office bearers of the institution for organizing such a virtual conference. My paper is on mass screening by pap smear for early detection of cervical cancer in two districts, Jamnagar and Devbhoomi Dwarka district. You all know that cervical and breast cancers are most common cancer in female. Cervical cancer is the third most common cancer in the world and 75,000 women die annually from this disease. In India, 1 lakh new cervical cancer cases occur per year. So, a review study observed cervical cancer is relatively neglected disease in terms of advocacy. WHO defines screening as the presumptive identification of unrecognized disease by means of tests or examinations that can be applied rapidly. The aim of screening tests should be high sensitivity, that is to permit as high as few as possible with the disease to get through undetected. The pap smear has proved valuable for mass screening and enabling disease lesions detection at an early enough stage. For this, we held a meeting with all government authorities, date and village-wise route prepared with the consideration of women going to farm, festivals, holidays, pamphlets narrating the information about the cervical cancer and route map distributed to the each village with the help of Anganwadi and Asha workers during their meet and examination on the very first day of starting Taluka. We have screened 8,372 female in both the district and out of them 160 were found suspicious. 70% were normal and 27 to 40% were have infections. High prevalence of infection in patients in present study is red signal to health professionals. 1.91% detection rate of suspicious smears at par with other studies. Abnormal pap smears were diagnosed with either well-defined pre-invasive cervical lesions or less pronounced proliferative changes by biopsy and HPV. Colposcopy has a reputable role in determining the most suspicious areas for colposcopically directed biopsies and in planning effective treatment, but it is not a diagnostic test and cannot substitute cytological evaluation. We had several limitations. In spite of our best efforts, the study sample was less as we had to face a tough opposition to screen apparently healthy women folk. Even after constant motivation by the health workers, few women did not participate in the screening camp. Given the findings in the present study, few recommendations are made. First of all, we need to improve the knowledge and about the cervical cancer, particularly with lesser educational level among the people in general and women. Second, we should have some productive advertisements to motivate the general mass for the cervical cancer in to focus the relations of the cervical cancer with early marriage, early pregnancy, repeated childbirth, as well as unhygienically lifestyle and above all on the importance of screening. Third, the continuity of obtaining better healthcare services with the success of screen and treat philosophy and cancer. To conclude, early detection is possible through opportunistic examination of women attending outpatient clinics. Screening of asymptomatic women through an organized approach can reduce the incidence and mortality in cervical cancer. Hello everybody. Now it's time to act. With knowledge and innovative solutions, we can eliminate cervical cancer. We should be visionary if we step forward. And we should apply the WHO's declaration to eliminate cervical cancer till 2030. Why till 2030? It should be earlier. Thank you very much.